In today's lecture, we are going to study your taxonomic aids. So far, we have completed with your what is living, under which we have done different features, right? Then we have started with our biodiversity. इसके अंदर हमने पढ़ा taxonomic category and taxonomic hierarchy. अब हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं taxonomic aids. If I am talking about aids, तो aids का मतलब होता है help. Help in the sense we have understand the definition of taxonomy, right? It deals with identification, classification as well as nomenclature of different organisms. How this taxonomy is helpful to us, that we are going to study. So look what I have written. This taxonomic studies of various species like your plants, animals and different other organisms is very useful to us in agricultural purpose, forestry, industry as well as in general. These studies उसके लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है टू नो अवर बायो रिसोर्सेज एंड अवर डाइवर्सिटी, राइट? तो दिस इज द मेन एस्पेक्ट ऑफ अवर टेक्सोनॉमिक स्टडीज. नाउ ऑफ कोर्स दिस स्टडीज नीड्स करेक्ट आइडेंटिफिकेशन एज वेल एज क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म. इसके लिए ऑर्गेनिज्म का करेक्ट क्लासिफिकेशन एंड आइडेंटिफिकेशन होना जरूरी है. Apart from this, if you are talking about the process of identification, then this requires intensive laboratory as well as field study. ऐसे ही आप किसी organism को identify, classify नहीं कर सकते, उसके लिए आप में knowledge होना चाहिए. Okay, so again this identification of any organism we are talking about requires intensive laboratory and field studies. Now what I have written, the collection of actual specimen of plant and animal species is essential and is prime source of your taxonomic study, right? So what is the prime source of taxonomic study? जो भी आप animal या plant specimen आप collect कर रहे हो, right? That collection process is very important. वापस से एक बार what I told, collection of actual specimen of plant or animal species is most important for taxonomic studies. Now what I have written, it is used for classification of an organism and information gathered is stored along with specimen. Okay, so आपको particular organism, whether I am talking about plant or animal, इसके बारे में जो कुछ information आपको मिली है, right, it is stored along with specimen. So our biologists have developed certain procedures and techniques by which we can store this information along with actual specimen, so that we have to understand in this taxonomic aid, right? We are going to understand your herbarium, museum, zoological park and botanical gardens, right? This four we have to understand under your taxonomic aids. How herbarium, how botanical garden, how museum, okay, how national parks helps us to know about our biodiversity. तो ये क्या हो गया आपका in general taxonomic aids. This is all about your theoretical portion. Okay, now let us talk about herbarium. Now if you are talking about herbarium, then this herbarium are mainly place where we can collect plant specimen which are dried. To be more specific, plant specimen which are dried. In this sense, जो हर्बेरिया होता है वहाँ पे लाइव प्लांट्स नहीं होते. कैसे प्लांट्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं? विच आर ड्राइड एंड प्रेस्ड. ओके, सो दिस इज the most important difference between your herbarium and your botanical garden. तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, it is stored house of collected plants specimens that are dried, pressed and preserved on sheets. Most important thing यहाँ पे if we are talking about sheet, right? Sheet in the sense we are talking about the thick पेपर जिसको आप बोलते हो हर्बेरियम शीट, जिसका डायमेंशन यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा है इज 42 into 29 centimeter. Okay, 42 into 29 centimeter thick sheet is present, जिसको आप कहते हो herbarium sheet, जिसके ऊपर your specimens are preserved. Okay, so this is your herbarium. Once again, what is herbarium? It is nothing but stored house of dried pressed plants which are mounted on herbarium sheet having dimension of 42 into 29 centimeter. Okay, now this sheets, right, that too stored according to universally accepted system. ऐसे ही आप नहीं रख सकते, right? It must be preserved, it must be stored according to universally accepted system of classification. Now if you are talking about this herbarium sheet, right, तो apart from specimen, specimen तो है ही है, लेकिन उसका नाम भी तो होना चाहिए. Yes, तो there is one label. This herbarium sheets have one label which carries information like date and place of collection. कौन सी डेट पे कलेक्ट करा, कहाँ से कलेक्ट करा, place of collection. Apart from this, it must have its name. It can be English name, local name or botanical name. उसकी family, right? Then collector's name, किसने ये collect करा, and many information you can give on your herbarium sheet, right? And this herbarium serves as quick referral system in taxonomics. That is, of course, right, taxonomic studies के लिए this is one of the best method. यहाँ से आपको reference easily मिल सकता है about regarding to your any plants, right? So ये क्या हो गया आपका general description which is mentioned in your NCERT textbook. So this is all about your herbarium. अब if I want to say something, it involves certain steps. सबसे पहले तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, स्पेसिमेन को कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. सो फर्स्ट स्टेप दैट कम्स इज कलेक्शन. फर्स्ट स्टेप जो आता है वो क्या आएगा आपका, कलेक्शन. नाउ द कलेक्टेड स्पेसिमेन हैव मॉइस्चर, यस और नो? यस, मैंने तो आपको बोला यहाँ पे कैसे स्पेसिमेन आपको कलेक्ट करने हैं भाई, ड्राई स्पेसिमेन. लेकिन आप स्पेसिमेन जो लेके आते हो, say for example if you take a leaf of lemon, if you take leaf of lemon plant, आपने तोड़ा, तो that leaf will contain some amount of moisture, yes or no? तो आपको second step follow करना है, that is called as your drying. That is called as your drying. सिंपल सी बात है, you need to take one book, उसके अंदर आप लीफ रख दो. आफ्टर 2 to 3 days that leaf will be dried. तो ये हो गया आपका सेकेंड स्टेप, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज योर ड्राइंग. थर्ड स्टेप इज कॉल्ड एज योर माउंटिंग. थर्ड स्टेप क्या होता है, माउंटिंग. ओके, हमने हर्बेरियम शीट ले ली विच इज हैविंग डायमेंशन ऑफ 42 into 29 centimeter. नाउ व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, दैट ड्राइड लीफ ऑफ लेमन, dried and pressed leaf of lemon, we are going to either glue it, right, glue से उसको वहां पे चिपका दो, or else you can stitch it, or else you can stitch it by means of thread. तो ये प्रोसेस को कहा जाता है माउंटिंग. ओके, फर्स्ट वन इज योर कलेक्शन, सेकेंड वन सेज योर ड्राइंग एंड प्रेसिंग, एंड थर्ड सेज योर माउंटिंग. ओके, फॉलोड बाय विच you can on lower right corner of your herbarium sheet. Okay, say for example ये आपकी herbarium sheet है, right? On lower right corner over here you have to mention this information. Okay, like date and place of collection, scientific name, family, collector's name and many more, and then you have to preserve it. Okay, now for preserving this for long time, for preserving this herbarium sheet for long time, you have to do a process called as poisoning. You have to do a process called as poisoning. Poisoning में आप क्या करते हो, right? In this process you are going to spray DDT spray. आपको क्या यूज करना है, DDT spray, right? To avoid contamination by different insects. Simple as that. For preserving this herbarium sheet for long time, आपको क्या करना है, you are going to use DDT spray over that herbarium sheet so you can protect that particular herbarium sheet from attack of insect. तो ये क्या हो गई बेटा जी आपकी हर्बेरियम. इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज योर हर्बेरिया. क्या याद रखना है आप सभी को? हर्बेरिया इज नथिंग बट कलेक्शन ऑफ ड्राइड pressed plant specimen. Most important thing over here is, right, most important thing, herbaria is equal to plant specimen that too dried and pressed. Okay, next we are going to discuss about your botanical garden. आगे क्या डिस्कस करा हमने? हर्बेरियम. हर्बेरियम once again is collection of plants but that are dried. In this botanical garden, it is a specialized garden which is meant for collection of live plants only. Okay, specialized garden have collection of living plants for reference. Now you can understand the difference between herbarium and botanical garden. वहाँ पे plants थे लेकिन in dried form. In this botanical garden we are having living plants. Okay, in botanical gardens आप जो plants grow करते हो, it is specifically meant for identification purpose. Okay, this plant carries information regarding its scientific name as well as family भी लिखी होती है. Apart from this there is information of date as well as from where that particular plant specimen was collected. ये सारी information are present on this botanical garden. So once again, plant species in this garden are grown for identification purpose, of course, and each plant is labeled indicating its botanical or scientific name and its family. सारे plants पे प्लेट लगी होती है. सारे plants पे एक प्लेट लगी होती है which carries this basic information, उसका scientific name as well as its family. I guess you people have visited botanical gardens और आप सभी ने देखा होगा कि plants पे एक प्लेट होती है. वो समझ में नहीं आएगा आपको वो क्या लिखा है, बट that is nothing but your scientific name and family. अब आपको शायद पता चले. Examples of botanical garden I have written. These three you have to memorize compulsorily. First is your Royal Botanical Garden which is present in New England. Second one is your Indian Botanical Garden which is present in our, of course, India, Havra. And last one, नेशनल बॉटनिकल रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट, अगेन इंडिया में है, लखनऊ. ओके, सो दिस थ्री एग्जांपल्स आपको याद रखने हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस वी आर हैविंग मेनी बॉटनिकल गार्डन्स. ओके, सो रॉयल बॉटनिकल गार्डन, इंडियन बॉटनिकल गार्डन, नेशनल बॉटनिकल रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट. सो फार वी हैव कंप्लीटेड विथ योर हर्बेरियम एंड योर बॉटनिकल गार्डन. So next taxonomical aid that we are going to discuss is our museum. आप सभी ने म्यूजियम विजिट करा होगा. You are aware of what is museum. लेकिन once again, what is museum? Museums are generally, of course, set up in educational institutes like our schools and colleges. Okay, here we are going to collect and preserve plants as well as animal specimen for study purpose as well as our reference. Of course, museum have collection of both plants as well as animal specimen. इसका main purpose क्या होता है भाई? Study as well as your reference. Now, if you are talking about these specimens, okay, then these specimens are preserved in particular glass bottle you can say or jar you can say which have your preservative solution. Okay, इसको preserve करने के लिए इसको किस में रखते हो आप? Preservative solution में. So what I have written, specimens are preserved in the containers or jar in preservative solution. Apart from this, one can also preserve dry specimens of plant as well as animal. Okay, apart from this, one can also go for this also. We can also preserve dry specimens of plants as well as our animals. Okay, now if we are talking about insects, then we can preserve these insects after collecting them. Of course, we need to kill them and pinning का मतलब होता है we need to pin it up. We need to pin it up, right? So once again, insects are preserved in insect box, specialized box होते हैं, right? After collection, killing and pinning. Okay, now if you are talking about larger animals like birds as well as mammals, so how they are preserved? Simple as that, they are preserved by stuffing. They are preserved by stuffing. Okay, and lastly, if you are talking about this museum, then this museum have collection of skeletal of animals as well. Okay, तो ये क्या बात करी हमने? In general your museum. Okay, in our school we are having specimen of certain plants as well as animals. We have preserved it in one preservative solution, right? So this is all about your museum. So next we are going to discuss is your zoological park. You people have visited zoos, right? So this is your zoological park, also called as your zoo. So what you see in zoo? Of course, wild animals. Okay. So what I have written? These are places where wild animals are kept in protected environment. Most important thing is this: they are placed in protected environment under human care. Most important thing, under human care, and which enable us to learn about their food, habitat and behavior. This is how it helps us. Okay, we can know उनके food habitat कैसे है, उनका behavior कैसा है. Right now, if you are talking about this zoological park, right? So in this zoo, we are providing animals as far as possible the same condition which they have in their natural habitat. Okay, so we are artificially creating natural habitat of those organisms. Once again, all organisms in a zoo are provided as far as possible, हमसे हो सके उतना, right? The conditions similar to that of their natural habitat. Now look here, this zoological parks comes under your XC2 conservation. XC2 conservation. Okay, now what is XC2 conservation? XC2 conservation का मतलब ये होता है, we are protecting endangered species. We are protecting endangered species. Okay, outside their natural habitat. Okay, we are protecting endangered species outside their, most important thing ये है, outside their natural habitat. Okay, if you visit zoos, right, you people have seen lions, right? तो वो क्या lion की natural habitat है क्या? No, we have artificially created that natural habitat. Okay, so once again, this is part of your XC2 conservation. XC2 conservation मानी क्या? जहाँ पे आप endangered species को protect करते हो outside their natural habitat. अब ये endangered species मानी क्या? The endangered species are those species who are about to extinct. Who are about to extinct. Okay, so those species are called as your endangered species. So this is your botanical garden, your herbarium, then we have understood your museum, and finally we have understood your zoological park. वापस से एक बार, endangered species मानी कैसी species? Who are about to extinct. Okay, such species are called as your endangered species.